What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. We got another video by God Saga, and this one looked really interesting. This is what if Albert Einstein met Jesus Christ. Albert Einstein is one of my favorite historical people ever, because he's like pretty much like the smartest man to ever exist. And yeah, I'm including Stephen Hawking in that. All right, Albert Einstein did everything with math. I mean, I give him a little bit more credit than Stephen Hawking, because Stephen Hawking did publish a lot of his theories when he didn't really have like full-on concrete evidence, and Einstein didn't really like to do that unless he had like full-on proof. I mean, but I do give Stephen Hawking credit regardless, because, you know, he put out the possibilities, the ideas out there, whereas Einstein wouldn't even put anything out there unless he knew one way or the other. Anyway, also, I liked Albert Einstein because, unlike a lot of scientists, he didn't try to find the answer that he wanted. He tried to find the answer that was right, because he actually wound up disproving his own ideas several times, which is something like almost no scientist will ever do. You know, notice that all scientists put forth theories and just conveniently find the shit they need to prove themselves right. Who'd have thought? Yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got here, right? And go.
Albert, you've got to admit, you've got quite the brain on you.
Yep.
Few people on
Not
Earth
anymore.
have
Now it's in a
even
jar.
come close. I mean, E equals MC squared. Really? That's some next level thinking, right?
Oh, also, was it FYI? Albert Einstein's last words are completely unknown. He said something right before he died. However, nobody knows what it was, because the nurse who was tending to him didn't speak German. So his last words were lost. That kind of sucks.
Right there. You cracked open the mysteries of the universe. I'd say I'm impressed. But I already knew you could do it.
Yeah.
Wink.
Wink.
Here's the thing, my child. What's all that knowledge really worth if it's not paired with wisdom? You've spent a lifetime.
I think Albert Einstein
peering
even
into
said
the
something
very
like that.
fabric of creation.
Yeah.
Writing all your equations, all your brilliant theories. Did you ever stop to think? What's it all for? You once said, God does not play dice with the universe.
Nope.
True. But do you realize that the universe doesn't just run on calculations and theories? It runs on love and grace. Even your discoveries are part of something bigger, something you can't always measure with numbers. Now listen closely, Albert. Knowledge without wisdom is like a ship with no rudder. You'll move fast, no doubt about it. But where are you going? You see, there's a certain irony in trying to explain the universe while ignoring the greatest law of all. Love thy neighbor. Trust me, the speed of light has got nothing on love. Albert, you've got this incredible gift. A mind that can see how the cosmos is put together, the clockwork of the stars,
Just
the
math.
equations that
That's
make
so
everything
crazy.
tick. But you know what's funny? You humans love to unlock the secrets of the universe, yet you can't seem to figure out how to be kind to each other on the most basic level. I get it. It's easier to
Because we don't
split
like
an
each other.
apple than to split a sandwich with someone in
People are
need.
kind of dicks.
Right? I see you've contributed more to science than most people can even dream of.
Yeah.
But tell me, what's the point of discovering how energy and mass are interchangeable if people are using that knowledge to create weapons of destruction? You see, my child,
Yeah.
science can
It was that
advance,
allowed him to,
but what
them
good
to
is all
create
that
the atomic
progress
bomb.
if it doesn't bring about goodness? Here's the thing about progress. It's not just about moving forward. Sometimes, real progress means taking a step back, reflecting on where you are and asking the big question, is what I'm doing bringing more light into the world or just more heat?
See, that's the thing, you know. Don't think about whether or not you could. Think about whether or not you should.
There's a
Jurassic Park.
difference, Albert. Heat scorches, but light guides. You of all people,
Light can also
should
scorch.
know the power of light. You've dedicated your life to understanding how it moves, how it defines reality. But I'm asking you to use that same brilliance to shed light on the human heart, not just on distant stars. Now let's talk about that little equation of yours. E equals mc squared. Powerful stuff. You unlocked a new way to understand energy and mass, but, and I say this with love, Albert, did you know people were going to use it to...
I actually like the rap battle, epic rap battles of history with Albert Einstein. I'm as dope as two rappers, you better be scared, cause Albert E equals MC squared! I love that. That's so perfect.
Blow things up.
Well, yeah.
That wasn't in your calculations. And don't get me wrong, I know you had nothing but good intentions when you were piecing together those theories. In fact, I love how you said, concern for man himself and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors.
You'd think so, but that's not what happens.
But I also know how human nature works. Someone somewhere saw your genius and thought, I wonder how big of a boom we can make with this.
It was more like, how can I use this to kill people?
It's not just about having good intentions. It's about foreseeing the impact of what we create. Every action has a ripple effect, and it can either bring life or destruction.
Now
you have
I
to
am
remember
become
that
death,
while the universe
destroyer
follows
of
physical
worlds.
laws, the heart follows moral laws. So when you share your brilliance, when you contribute to human progress, always ask yourself this: is it contributing to life? Because that's the greatest equation of all. You don't want your legacy to be just about discovering the secrets of the atom. You want it to be about how you helped humanity use that knowledge to create more life, not take it away. Here's something funny about you geniuses, Albert. The smarter you get, the harder it is to stay humble. I've seen it time and time again. You've got this mind that can stretch out across galaxies, see things no one else can see.
Yeah, he looked out into the universe and God looked back at him.
Larger than life. But listen closely, Albert. You know who's truly great, the one who's humble enough to serve. You once said, the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones.
That's the humility I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because real genius isn't about how much you can know. It's about how much you can grow.
And Albert Einstein also said an educated man is often an idiot. He preferred imagination over education.
Look at me. I could have come down here, dazzled people with miracles all day long.
He did,
but that wasn't
didn't do any good.
I showed love by washing feet, by sitting with the broken, the sinners, the ones who didn't have a clue. Humility isn't thinking less of yourself, Albert. It's thinking of yourself less. That's when you truly start to see others for who they are and how you can lift them up. So here's a tip. The more brilliant you become, the more you need to find ways to serve. Use that massive brain of yours not just to solve problems of physics.
Well, his brain wasn't much bigger than anybody else's.
The heart.
It's not like he had one of those giant veins.
Because a mind full of knowledge is powerful, but a heart full of humility is unstoppable. You know, Albert, all the equations in the world won't amount to much if they're not powered by love. Yep, that's right. Love. I know, it's not exactly the kind of thing you can plot on a graph or factor.
Despite that they've tried several times.
But it's the most powerful.
People just can't fathom it. They've tried to understand it many times.
More powerful than gravity, more powerful than the strong nuclear force, even more powerful than light itself. Remember when you said, only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. You were on the right track there, my friend. But here's the tricky part. You can't just say it. You've got to live it. Compassion is the real E equals mc squared of life. It's the energy that multiplies when you share it. The more love you give, the more life you create. But I get it. Love is messy, unpredictable. It's not like solving for X. It's a lot more like solving for infinity.
Oh, jeez.
But that's the beauty of it. Love isn't something you master. It's something you live. Every act of kindness, every time you show mercy,
and sometimes love blows up in your face.
That's when you're really getting closer to the heart of the universe. So, Albert, I challenge you. Make love your next discovery. Make compassion your next big theory. I promise you the rewards will be bigger than any Nobel Prize you'll ever win.
Nobel Prize ain't
Here's the
worth
thing,
crap.
Albert. Sometimes the smartest people overcomplicate things. You've spent your life trying to decode the mysteries of the universe. But let me give you a little secret. Simplicity is divine. You once said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough.
See, that falls under the anagram of KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Well, I couldn't agree more. You see, when you peel away all the layers, the most profound truths are actually the simplest. Like love one another, or do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Those aren't
Yeah, but don't do that if you're a masochist. If you're a masochist, don't do that.
complex equations. But they're the building blocks of a good life. Simplicity doesn't mean easy, though. Oh no. Sometimes the simplest things are the hardest to live out. But that's where the real genius comes in. Not in making things more complicated, but in making them clearer, more human, more accessible. So,
there you go. Stop trying to make yourself seem like you're so smart.
Mind.
See, that's one of the problems I've always had with teachers. They always try to make everything so damn complex, so intricate and everything else. And I do things the simple way, and they get all pissed off at me. That was always a problem I had in school. And teachers went, oh, you have to show your work. You have to do it this way. But it's much easier if I do, see, I did this, and it's much easier. No, you can't do that. Like, just...
Remember that the greatest truths are simple. And simplicity, well, that's my kind of genius. Albert, here's the good news. It's never too late
simple
to
pleasures.
Turn things around.
Redemption, good friends, good food, good games.
Bible stories.
Simple
it's
things.
For everyone, even the smartest of us. You've already given the world so much, but imagine what you could do if you fully committed to goodness. You've got this incredible gift, this brilliance. Use it to heal.
As I understand, though, Einstein was actually pretty much a chauvinist. He didn't really think much of women.
The world needs more than just smart people. It needs good
He would totally
people.
get canceled today.
People who aren't just inventing, but inventing for the good of all. Every day is a new opportunity to start fresh. You don't have to change the whole world, but you can change your world by how you live, how you love, how you inspire others to be better. That's where real fulfillment lies, Albert, in living out your purpose to lift others up, to be a beacon of light in a world that sometimes feels very dark. So here's my final tip for you.
That's what I try to be.
Don't worry so much about finding the answers. Focus on being the answer. Be the light in the world. Because in the end, the greatest force isn't found in equations or in the stars. It's found in the love you show, the lives you touch, and the goodness you leave behind. Albert, you've had quite the ride. Your name is synonymous with genius, and people everywhere use Einstein as a shorthand for super smart. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, what does success really mean? I'm going to let you in on something. Success isn't about how many people know your name, or even how many things you discover. It's about how much good you bring into the world. Remember that time you said, try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Spot on. Success is fleeting, but value lasts. You don't need to build your legacy on how many theories you publish or how many awards you win. Your true legacy is the lives you touch, the people you inspire, and the good you do. Success that comes from fame and fortune. That's nice, but it doesn't follow you. when you leave this world. You know what does. The impact you had on others. So next time you're chasing after that next big breakthrough,
It is something to think about.
Albert, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this success going to benefit me? Or is it going to benefit the world? The greater success isn't just in discovery. It's in helping others discover the joy of living a life that matters.
Oh, I like that. That actually did make me feel a bit better. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like this video, subscribe. Definitely click on the link to the original in the description. Like the original and subscribe to God Saga's channel. They're not even at 1,000 subs yet, so let's pump them up to like 5,000 or something, guys. Let's help them out. We're all 50 people who watch these things. And I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye, and God bless.